guys, what's up? This is Speckles. He is a western colored lizard. We have had him as a part of our family for about 2 years now. We love him a lot. We got him at the White Plains Reptile Convention. There were a whole bunch of guys there, but this guy seemed to have the best personality. In this video, I'll be going over the basic care needed to care for these guys. I do not present this as a primary care source, more as a summed up version of what you're going to need for these guys. Okay, to start off, these guys should be kept in a large wooden vivarium. Usually a good thing would be about 46 inches by 46 inches. We have them in a 48 inch by 48 inch right now. And you're going to want some substrate on the ground. You're actually going to want sand. If they're a baby, you might want to put a little repti carpet, but most of the time these guys enjoy sand a lot more than anything else. The reason that you're going to want to put sand not on the ground when they're a baby is because they might ingest it while they're eating their food. For the housing, you could put some Exoterra skulls in there as little hides. You could put various desert plants, just make sure the reptile is safe. These guys do like perching, so you're going to want to get a whole bunch of perching, and make sure you don't have that many live plants, because with the amount of heat that these guys are going to get, your live plants will probably not survive that well. These guys are going to need UVB lighting. What I use for them is a 10% to 12% UVB fluorescent tube during the day, and during the night I don't have anything for them. This may be a small problem because it actually might heat up your room. I've noticed that since I have this right next to my bed, it gets a little hot in my room at night, so I turn it off a little early, but usually you should turn it off around 8 and start it up around 8. Okay, so the diet of these guys consists of, well, first of all, they are carnivores. Their diet consists of waxworms, superworms, crickets, and roaches. This guy, we feed him mostly roaches. We make sure we dust it with a lot of vitamins and calcium because that is very important for these guys. They do have a large history of being malnourished and having very nimble bones that could be broken easily. These guys do not have detachable tails, so they probably won't lose them. This is good for you, but for them, you're going to want to make sure you don't stress them out too much because they will run very fast. These guys can run very fast, and because they have no other defense mechanism than to run fast. So you don't want these guys getting under your stairs or any place that you will have a lot of trouble getting them back. Temperament-wise, I don't have much to say about these guys. They're very calm, but sometimes you can get some feisty ones. I don't really have that much to say, not because they don't have very good temperament, but because you don't know what you're going to get when you're going to get one of these guys. They could have really good temperament or very bad temperament. Also, if you put two males together, they'll probably have pretty bad temperament. There could also be problems with female to male, but most of the time it'll go pretty well if you get two females. But, however, the females usually don't have as much good colors as the males do. I will put a picture on the screen of a male from the wild and a male in captivity. They do lose some of their color in captivity, unfortunately, because they don't get as much vitamins. Product-wise for these guys, I have him in with an Exoterra T-Rex skull, an Exoterra Chola skeleton, and an Exoterra dinosaur bone. He seems to like these a lot. An important thing, though, is that there's a few sticks in there because these guys will want to get up high and very close to the lights that you have him with to be able to soak up that UVB and bask in the sun. For the water for these guys, you're going to want to change it very often. You're going to want to make sure that they have enough place to bathe in there. They will spend a lot of time in there because, as with any desert reptile or any desert creature for that fact, water is very important, so always make sure there's a ready supply. Okay, so that about sums it up for these guys. I do not recommend them as very beginner reptiles, mostly intermediate. If you're looking for a beginner desert reptile, I recommend going with a leopard gecko or a bearded dragon, but these guys are really cool. They come in amazing colors, and overall they're just a really fun, and they have really good personality for a pet.